Well, welcome back to the podcast, everybody. On today's episode, it's time. It is time. It is time. It is beyond time. It is past time. The time is now to get mentally tough.
Boom.
We are going to begin to almost start a brand new journey. Well, we are going to start a brand new journey today. We are going to go down a path of becoming better than we've ever been before.
On Jesse's Guys, you know?
We got Dr. Parker.
And Pastor Mike rocking the keyboard.
So today, I'm excited about this because when you sent me the text last week,
Yeah.
so way early.
Heck of a what do we call it? Anyway, no, we don't even do it.
Preview?
Show prep.
Yeah. The text that you sent me was all about, let's start really focusing in on what it looks like to be mentally strong. And you said that you used this word, so I went ahead and I just went ahead and brought
And
up
for the audience, he's undressing.
brought up my tough shirt. No, it doesn't say touch. It says tough.
Tough.
And so I'm excited about this because this is how you win in life. This is everything when it comes to overcoming.
Can I help you here?
Am I off? Hey, thank you. I was going to get there.
You're about to button yourself into your headphone, walk out of here, tear all the equipment off the table.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. That would not be good. Yeah, so I didn't realize that was going to be such a distraction. I can't dress myself very well. This is just it. This is it. Really, this is what we've been talking about this whole entire time, but we've never focused on. Here's the best way to define it is if this is tough, if this is strong.
And for the podcast, Mike is pointing at his skull.
I keep forgetting. The mind is where it's at.
Yes, the mind is the battlefield. The mind is where it's at. And I run into this so much, and it's just a huge pet peeve of mine. And that's why I sent you the video. And it was like 9-minute video with 4 or 5 very famous speakers
on this subject.
Talking about mental toughness.
Mm-hmm.
And they told you had to be mentally tough. They told you that you're not going to succeed if you're not mentally tough for 8 minutes. And in that entire time, they never once tell you how to be mentally tough.
I actually listened to it, watched it, and then I went back just to make sure that they never actually
never actually say it.
No. They said they give you it as a great idea, as a must.
Yeah.
Like you must do this.
Yeah.
You
must become mentally tough.
Yeah. And not one single time. The how.
Right.
The how. And it's easy to do that though. I do that. I do that oftentimes in my messages or we'll give people advice. Well, you ought to do this or you have to do this and there's no how behind it.
Right.
And so what we're going to do with your inspiration, and I appreciate it, is we're going to focus in on the how.
Yes. And we're going to take a couple of these episodes and move slowly so that you can marinate in these things each week. The how to be mentally tough. And the first step in becoming mentally tough is finding motivation. Well, that went over like a lead balloon, but a goal, a dream.
Yeah, well, I'm sitting here going, okay, motivation. So motivation is one thing.
Well, but no. Motivation rises up when you have a goal or a purpose.
That's the other thing. Motivation rises up once you have
Yes.
that in place.
So, but if you want to, it's like you want to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, you want to be big. Well, you see the guy in the magazine, you cut him out, you hang him on your wall. That's who I want to be. And every day that you look at the bodybuilder in the photo, you become motivated to look like him. If you want to play the guitar well, you go to Grace Point Church, 9035 West Central Avenue, services at 9 a.m. and 10:30, right?
Mm-hmm.
9 a.m. and 10:30.
Yeah.
And watch Roger
Roger.
play guitar.
Yeah.
And if you say, I want to play guitar like him, now you have a goal. That what are you working towards? Why are you doing all of these things? Motivation starts to rise up. I want to be. I'm envisioning that positive future, and that creates motivation to achieve. If you don't have a goal, if you have zero idea that you could ever play the guitar, you don't even want to play the guitar. You walk into a room full of guitars, and you're not going to pick them up. And the first moment you press on the strings and it hurts your fingertips, you're going to quit because you have no dream of being a guitar player. Why go to the gym if I don't want to be in good shape? So one of the key elements that's always left out in developing all of the skills or traits that we want to develop are, patience. Why be patient? Why be patient? Because you're waiting on a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're staring at me like
well, this is like I'm thinking a lot.
Well, if you pull into the line at McDonald's and you're really hungry and you order the Big Mac, you wait, and the more patiently you can wait, the better the chances the burger comes out without any spit on it. You start honking your horn, yelling out the window, somebody's going to doctor your burger for you. So if you want something and it takes some time to get it, now the idea of developing patience comes in. Again, if you pick up the guitar and can't play it perfectly today, but you really want to, then you become patient with the practice.
Yeah. Well, I think that what we become used to, and it just becomes a habit, is similar to when we get in our car. We pretty much always know where we're going,
mm-hmm.
or at least where we're supposed to be going. We don't just get in and start driving aimlessly.
Right.
But we don't necessarily also have to put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah.
But if we put a lot of thought into, okay, where am I going? What's my purpose? What direction do I want my life to go in? Where do I want to improve? Where do I want to see growth? Where do I want to feel challenged? Where do I want to be stretched? Where do I want to go that will lead me to fully feeling alive? It's all there for us. We're the only ones holding ourselves back.
And the driving's a great analogy. We get in the car and drive. Well, if I told you right now, drive to Dallas and back today,
mm-hmm.
your first question is going to be,
why?
Exactly. Because there's no reason for you to go to Dallas. There's no purpose to go to Dallas. There's no goal in Dallas. But if I figured out something you really, really like, which I don't know offhand, but say this guy's got a 1950 Stratocaster or whatever thingy for sale
mm-hmm.
for $20 in Dallas, if you can get there before noon,
I'm out of here.
So now you have a purpose, a reason. So you are motivated
mm-hmm.
to jump in the car and drive. Mentally tough, it doesn't mean everything's going to have to be hard work, but it's mental toughness. You don't have to sweat. Mental toughness. Why is it that some people go through very difficult times that we can't go through? Why do some people do many, many different things to achieve something that we would, balk at doing? Think about, Olympic athletes. They have jobs they have to go to.
Mm.
They're not 24/7 athletes like, NFL or something. So they're getting up at 3 and 4 in the morning to go to the gym to work on their skill sets, their fundamentals of their judo or their taekwondo or their gymnastics, and then they go to work. And then after work, they go back to the gym or they go to. So why do all of that extra work? Because I want to be in the Olympics. So why, to become mentally tough, step one is to decide what it is you want out of life.
Hmm.
What do you want in your marriage? What do you want in your relationships? What do you want in your career? What do you want? And as you begin to envision that, you said earlier, develop a vision.
Hmm.
As you begin to envision that, motivation starts to rise up, which now gives you the energy to follow through with many of the steps it will take to achieve that.
Yeah. So most of us spend the majority of our time uh, sleepwalking through life. We develop our routines,
Sure.
we develop our daily habits, and the goal is to get to the end of the day so that we can crawl back in that nice, comfortable bed, hopefully get a few hours of sleep, get up the next day to do the same thing.
Hmm.
And then the goal then becomes to get to the weekend. There are better goals than this.
Do you know how much time is you actually waste during the day? Do you know how much time you're actually, do you know how much, you know what time is? Try this sometime. Here's an We're not gonna do it on the air because we'll lose all the listeners. But be still and quiet and count in your mind 60 seconds.
Mm.
See how far you get. See how long that lasts. 60 seconds is a long time.
Oh, it is.
And if 60 seconds is a long time, what about that 8 hours after work?
Mm-hmm.
Where's it going?
Mm-hmm.
8 hours.
8 hours that can be productive, they can be fulfilling, they can be good.
And the old that's good. But the old, college, classroom experiment was if I gave you $800 today with the one caveat is that your bank account empties at midnight.
Yeah.
If I gave you $800 today, what would you spend it on? Students offer up stuff. And remember, at midnight, it goes away. Now, if I gave you $800 every day, but it goes away at midnight, your bank account is empties to zero. And now they start thinking more than just, Nintendo or Xbox or the movies. It's like, okay, well, if I'm getting 800 a day, that if I don't use it, it's wasted. They will start saying, maybe I can invest it. Can I spend it on an investment? Yes, you can spend it on anything you want. Well, then I'll buy a new car and I'll pay it off every day. Okay, that's great. Or I'll put it into a retirement account and I'll put money into that retirement account every day. So I've invested the money, but I get it back later. And then the big flip comes in. Now, instead of $800, imagine I'm giving you 8 hours
Mm.
a day. How are you spending it?
Which the truth of the matter is that's even more valuable.
Yeah.
And it's going by quickly.
Money can't buy you love.
Can buy you love. I don't know how many of you have noticed out there, but the days just seem to be going by super quick. The weeks, it's amazing how fast they're going by. And we're in 2026, and the first month almost gone.
Yeah.
It's not slowing down. And there's a whole lot that can be done, can be experienced, can be lived.
If you, and I'm pointing at Mike, I'm pointing at every listener out there, if you decide what do you want out of life, what is your purpose in this world, what are your goals, what are your dreams, what are your aspirations? A buddy of ours from Michigan, Colin, he works out every day. He rides his stationary bike and he'll go on bike races and stuff. Why does he spend an hour, hour and a half every day working out?
He has a goal.
You know what the goal is?
He wants to be healthy.
When he's in his 70s.
Oof. Yeah.
He wants to be Larry.
Well,
he wants to be healthy in his 70s and 80s. He wants to be that guy who's out fishing and enjoying life and going on hikes and traveling. He wants to have good physical health 30, 40 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
And because that is his goal, he is motivated to work out today.
A literal lifestyle goal.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to be bent over,
right,
walking around.
You know, if you just take that. If I want to be healthy in my elder years, do I eat this cheesecake right now? You know, or do I just have a bite, not the whole dang cheesecake?
Mm-hmm.
Do I stay sitting on this couch all day, letting my bones rot and becoming sedentary and letting the fat build up in my arteries? Is this helping me be healthy when I'm older? Develop a goal. So mental toughness, tip number 1, create a vision.
Yep.
Develop a goal.
Yep.
What do you want?
And sit with this for a minute. Take some time. Don't rush out. You've already delayed long enough. Speaking to myself here. I was talking to myself. Take some time to really process and think about this and what it is that you, because if you don't really value this, it's not truly a vision for you. All it is a bit of inspiration, but there will be no motivation that leads to discipline, that leads to success.
Right.
That is there unless you really think about this. And if you really want it, we're gonna be talking about, okay, this is how you get there.
So
Good stuff.
mental toughness.
Thank you, Doc.
Get a vision.
Go get it. We're going to go get it.
Thank you guys for tuning in today. Jesse's guys, you know.
Great journey. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Don't forget to go out there on YouTube, like and share. Go out on all of your platforms for podcasts.
We'll catch you guys next week.